Welcome back once again, my wonderful viewers, as we are into our second map of the VLR Grand Finals. Now, if you missed the first one, it was a great showing by Predators, showing us exactly why Haven was their map pick, as they picked that one up 13-8. But now we're moving on to map 2. This one picked by Notorious, and we'll be heading to Split.
And this is an interesting map, Dan. I think to win on Split, you need really good communication as a team, and usually good coordinated defense, good efforts on offense to get info and coordinate defaults are very, very valuable on this map. So I'm interested to see how they play. And remember, though Notorious did lose the last map, that was the map that they banned in all of their preceding games. So it is pretty safe to assume they got some better tricks for the rest of these maps.
Yeah, they go ahead and show us they're confident in their lineup right away with their picks.
Choose
They're gonna go ahead and rock the Sage, Reyna, Raze, Viper, and Killjoy. I love Viper on this map. I think the toxic screen is so good on the A site. And Rio, are you here?
Anyone up there? Oh man.
Are we missing one?
Technical difficulties. Oh god, we're getting booted.
Oh no. No, I think that's the dodge screen, isn't it? Because one player doesn't lock.
Yeah,
right.
So update, ladies and gentlemen, Rio could not decide what character he was going to play in the 70 seconds given. And
did. He did have a technical issue. He black screen, but looks like he's good now. Give him another second. They're just trying to ice Notorious. They're icing the kicker here. They know Notorious has tricks up their sleeves, and there it is. They're picking characters at this point, and they're locking them quick. Very respectful out of both sides. Don't need.
And just like regular icing the kicker, it didn't work, and everyone was unhappy.
And I like that we have Appa going on the Brimstone. I mean, I'm a bit of a Boaster fanboy these days, and so I love seeing Brimstone come out. I think it can make for such good plays, and the orbital strike is such a good execute ability. Being able to just like have an area of the site that is just guaranteed no one can be standing there any longer. I think that's super powerful, especially when you're pushing onto a site in Split.
Agreed. Especially on this map, I think, there's so many tight corners and little spaces, you can get huge utility out of the Brim ult on this map, more than pretty much any other map.
Burnt Nugget off the bat, showing us some cool surfing on the way down. As we see a classic Killjoy play, setting up on the B site. I like these nanoswarm placements. These are kind of, I like to put mine as well. Just like a little bit far out. Like you don't want to. Here's just a tip from a Killjoy main to other Killjoy mains out there. You don't want to put all your utility right on a wall, because then they'll see it as they run in and they get shooted down, or they can trigger it without having to full commit. But anyways, that's my whatever I'm talking about, as it looks like it's gonna be a quick A hit. Go ahead. The Brimstone smoke's already down, cutting off all the regular angles. Appa leading the charge and picks up the first kill with the help from Essie, and now they have the advantage pushing the side. Cairo in a bit of a sneaky spot. Kazi working in from heaven as Cairo picks up one on the side. They haven't quite gotten Spike in there, as there it is. They have taken over the site. Spike is getting planted at this point, and Burnt Nugget gonna pick up one as well. Looks like he's gonna come back in. Oh, just barely misses Appa. Still has some utility as well if he wants to throw it down for a distraction. Pain trading right back. 3v2 now, but Essie evens it up. Can't get another one though. Appa just left on 22 HP against full health on both of these defenders. Gonna tap the Spike real quick, and almost able to get one, but will go down in the end. Pistol round going to Notorious.
I think that's the problem with executes, especially on pistol on this map, is just retakes, especially on A, are so dangerous. There's so many angles they can come from. It's very hard to hold that site when you can't reset, get some space in between you. You're just kind of like sitting ducks, and that's what we saw there.
Yeah, and yeah, as you said, a great retake. Love to see that. And one of the things I liked out of Appa there, as well as, like, he's playing Brimstone. That's not a duelist, right? But he had used all of his utility for that pistol round right away, and it's not like Brimstone regenerates anything, so there's really no point for him of staying alive. And I like that he can switch up and kind of take that duelist role on, and that's one of the things you see a lot of pro players doing, and I like that. But Kazi just barely gonna get the poison orb out, and will get knocked down as he tries to get the lineup going. Cairo, not an ideal position for that Marshall, but Payne, can only get one. I thought that was going to be a present, a gift just put on a platter, but we'll end up picking some more up as there is just one player left. Rio coming from behind, so quick on the rotate, but will get finished off there by Burnt Nugget. That was a fast round.
That was, I'm going to be honest, I went to take a swig of my water and there were bullets flying everywhere and I'm not sure what happened. But when the smoke is down, another round goes to Notorious.
Yeah, and that's where we are, and they will go ahead with a bonus going into this one. Full rifles coming out for the attacker side, and they hit both rounds there off the rip and taking the fight to him straight away. And it looks like now we will see the mix up, and it will be the first challenge for Burnt Nugget on this B side as he is mixing up the setup as well, which I think is a great call.
And it looks like they're going to try and take mid presence here, and they're just going to shoot that wall down right away.
A classic.
And I like to harp on this. I hate that Sage wall, Dan. I hate it so much. It's just, if there's any mid presence that gets mowed down right away, you get no value out of it, and then you have no Sage wall. I had to say that.
But Wombly and Amp with another, not Amp, but Ant with another classic Sage wall, but the push is entirely stopped down by Burnt Nugget, but he does end up falling in the end. But traded back by Kairo's Payne. Waiting for one kill, but it's taken out by SE. Beaver just waiting for the smoke to go down. Good information as he pops through. You're trying to use a ping to land that headshot, but can't quite get it. Just 3 players left alive for the defense. Make that 2 as Rio picks up a headshot onto the Viper. Just a great position over the Sage wall and playing this super well. Beaver does have a couple blasts back to his pocket. Is going to use one to cut across the corner, but jumps right into a slow orb. Now just waiting the other side of the Sage wall, which is about to go down. Good chance he could get a kill here, but does get one. Left on 11 HP, getting flanked from the other side. Let's see. Blast back to buy himself some time, but no. Rio with a 4K there. That's the first round on the board for the attackers.
Well played from Predators there, playing off the contact mid, just coordinated utility usage, waiting out the Killjoy mollies, and then waltzing on the B and getting a plant. Well played from them.
Yeah, absolutely. And now it will be a full buy out of both sides. Rio will be on the Blade Storm, which I love to see. It has the Sheriff as well. I personally, when I play Jet, which is once in a blue moon, I like to go with a Frenzy, so I'm a bit of a close quarters weapon. But if you're confident with that Sheriff, it's obviously the best weapon in almost every scenario. And looks like we're going to be back to an A take, and this adjustment from the defense is good, and we'll see if it pays off as Burnt Nugget has changed the setup onto A, but they just run right through it. They catch him off guard, managing to take out Cairo, and Burnt Nugget isn't ready for the player in elbow, but the reactions, great play to pick that up and evens it back into a 4v4 as they're being slowed down. They can't get into this site. They've been locked out of here, Mark.
What a great pick from Nougat there. Just flicking onto the Jet there, getting the entry frag at the perfect timing to cut off the execute. That was just so crucial from Nugget there.
Yeah, great stuff, and it looks like maybe they want to work over to B. They walked all the way through sewers as you have to. That splish splash of the wet ground there is such a dead giveaway to a rotate, so good patience by them to not give it up, and we'll see if, do they have fuel in the Viper wall? Be huge if they break it up, but not quite in time, as Rice is going to bring the fight straight to Payne, and Kazi gets one, but isn't good for 2. A 2v3 now as the spike will be planted. They're going to start that timer for the retake as Burnt Nugget and Justin Bieber are the last 2 left alive for the defense.
And it looks like we have SE rotating all the way through spawn. They're going to get caught off guard in heaven here, Dan, if they don't hurry up.
Yeah, that does mean there's only 2 on site, but they try to check Hell, but is exposed to the back site area. Bieber now left in a 1v3, and it's going to be close if Rio can drop in and get this. They're just waiting. They're not going to peek. They know they have help on the way, and just barely not being able to spot him out is ends up getting a kill, but traded back right away by SE. Well done, and a great flank there by the Reyna.
Yeah, great flank from the Reyna. Just time, lining up the shot, getting the kill. He's too easy for SE, Dan.
Easy for SE.
Reyna diff, one might say.
Maybe we'll get some copy pasta going in chat. And now the attacking side is gaining their ultimate, and as we mentioned, that orbital strike on the Brimstone is so good for executes, and they love this A site, and this is exactly where Brimstone shines. We'll see what they pull out for us as we get into round number 5.
I was a little critical of their pistol round, but this triple smoke execute, I kind of like the look from them, and if they play around the Brim ult here, try and clear a little space, and it's not going to work for them this. They're going to get the pick back in the Nugget. Oh my goodness. What? Was that a frenzy?
Excuse me?
Dumb.
How? That was the longest range frenzy spray down with one magazine I've seen in my entire life. Bieber picking up 2 on the entry there with a good crouch and hold left click. I can't believe that worked.
Is this Valorant? What a play from Justin Bieber there. Making me say baby.
Oh, nice one.
Thank you.
Good stuff. I'm gonna write that one down, you know.
I was actually saving that one for a good moment.
I always have stuff written down for different moments that I like to reference occasionally so I can say funny stuff, you know. And here we go. Mark's favorite stage wall in the game. And it goes down and oh no, Riceless picks up Payne through it. Oh, Payne absolutely feeling it, and man, if only they tuned into the cast and got tips from a pro Silver 2 Sage, they could get some help from this.
Corrected, Dan. I do not stand corrected.
But Kyra left alone, trying to lock down the site, does pick up 1-2, in fact, and has one more orb to grab as well, I think. 2, he's just getting all of these, and the defense so strong on this B site. They've been going A for a reason, but Appa will pick up a kill there. And trying to do damage, and oh, the one-way working against him. Oh, well played there by Appa. Now it's a 1v2. This is totally winnable, especially he's got one smoke to work with. He does have that molly, but it's going into it. Oh no, Justin Bieber turned the wrong way, facing the wrong direction. Now a 1v1, but so much health on Burnt Nugget, and oh, he's gonna play it close. I am suspicious about this, and oh my goodness, that was close, but Burnt Nugget clutches it out. 4 rounds now for the defense, and plenty of ultimates to work with as well. One
effort by Appa, Cairo with the 2 early kills there, reloading in plain sight, getting a little confident. Appa takes advantage and then gets the kill through the one-way onto Kazi and makes it really, really close for comfort for Notorious there. That should have been an easy win for them.
They did pick it up in the end, and that's what matters, is they still do have a bit of a bank built up. And wow, I just blanked on the name, but Predators are gonna be able to, oh god, is he gonna try to rethrow this? Oh, this is so scary. Kazi, okay, nice. Doesn't try to line it up again, just plays it cool, but it is a save round coming out of the attackers here, Mark.
It is a save round, and it looks like they're still gonna keep playing aggressive, and accordingly, Kazi's gonna get the early pick on B. Good stuff from him there.
Yeah.
And they're just gonna take all this presence mid. I'm not sure what they're looking for. They're probably looking for a peak mid, but Notorious has given them nothing here, Dan.
Yeah, that's what they need. They need Notorious to give something away if they want to pick up this round, and you know, this is just a strong default, helping someone just walked into the crosshair, but the discipline out of the defense right now, so good. This is just so important too. It's something that every single Valorant player struggles with, is trying to take too many fights, right? You're playing a shooter game, you want to go shoot, you know? A Payne gonna take a little bit more space, using the Brimstone smoke as cover, and Kairos, oh god, is he gonna push out? Will they push out together? It's a bit of a fight going down. The spike is in a 1v1 on the A side. Cairo, they push out the smoke as a team, and they pick up both those kills. Well played by those 2 players. If you're gonna get aggressive, if you're gonna peek, do it with your friend, and that's exactly why. Only losing 1 player, and now Notorious 5 rounds on the board and 4 ultimates as well.
Kind of an odd angle to take with the Sheriff there from Appa, and Cairo and Payne capitalized together there. Well played from them.
Yeah, good stuff, and you know that's the stuff when, you know, when I'm playing online, I always, you know, what I do is I'll look at an angle and I'll unpeak and I count to 5 in my head. I'm like 5 seconds, and then I can look again just to keep myself a little more patient. And Riceless, he's a man with some knowledge, as you can see. I'm excited I'm looking forward to what he pulls out on the defense as well, as this guy has a ton of crazy setups. It'll be absolutely so fun to see. And early on, it looks like they want to put some pressure into mid, maybe try to fake and pinch towards the heaven area. The timing here is going to be huge if they can make this work with the players pushing into A main.
And they're gonna sneak right by Cairo. Nice smoke there, and they're gonna take full control of ropes, and they're looking really good here. If they can get control of heaven, this actually is gonna be very, very powerful. And they're just gonna waltz on the site, take control of heaven. Bieber gets a pick, and oh, Burnt Nugget Wow, just a really well-timed peek out of the smoke, and oh my god.
A double blast back, picking up on the showstopper too. Now it's just Appa and Essie, those two players who were supposed to be on the flank and pinching in from heaven. The timing just didn't quite work out there. Essie does get one, and you can't climb the rope when you're dismissing. I don't quite know how that works, and looks like they have to rotate around. They have to pick up the spike here if they want to do any damage in this round.
Left.
And Essie left on low HP. Appa gonna try to take first contact. Spots one out, but they're just gonna run away. Can he catch him in time? No, both those players escaping. And Spike is retrieved, 33 HP, and they're gonna use the orbital strike as well to block Heaven. That both blocks Vision and anyone from pushing in. They can get the spike plant down, but it is a 4v2 now. Rez coming out for the defense, and they're just flooding the site. They know Essie's low. Appa, the off angle, could catch one out, but no, Payne's ready for it, and Kazi, just like that, takes out Essie as well. Gonna be 6 here for the defense as they're starting to look dominant.
And yeah, Notorious looking really good so far on defense. I think I really like the idea from Predators. I think that was just a case of bad communication with the split into ropes. If they'd timed that push into heaven better, they could have, you know, maybe traded out the jet and taken a little more control. But as it stands, they kind of let Bieber get that pick and then swarm up and get that really cool alt kill, double blast pack alt kill that we got to see. And that doesn't happen if they coordinate better.
It was definitely cool, and I love seeing Raze play like that. Big Flights fan. I can't do anything like it myself. I don't understand how it works, but one day, you know, maybe I'll figure it out. But looks like they might have a quick play on to B. They're just changing it up. They've been doing this slow defaults, and he's gonna dismiss on out of there. He picks that burnt nugget in heaven, and that is a good kill to start it off. That's the anchor of the site, but Rio trading out Kazi as well. They have a 3-player advantage as Wobbly Ant picks up the stage, and now they can push into site, but trading back is Bieber. 3 players trapped in the site area. Cairo gets one as well. In that Empress form, has unlimited ability, can keep using all of those orbs every time he gets a kill. And Appa, oh, just floating right above them. Could be huge from this player. Oh, the Sheriff is tough, and that angle does pick up one, and that could be all he needed to do as Riceless picks up the other. A great thrifty round from the attackers to put themselves with 3 on the board.
Really well played from Predators on the last possible shot from Appa there, gets the pick that they needed to win that round. And I really like that from them. That was a really well played round. The playing fast, I think, is working to their advantage a little more. It seems like they're getting a little nervous pushing into these admittedly good subs from Burnt Nugget and good communication from Notorious, but if they play fast, put them on their heels a little more, I think it could turn in more in favor of Predators in these last few rounds.
Yeah, they have a bunch of ultimates here as well as Appa's lurking mid and right away. Just gonna use that stim beacon to help shoot down the wall. That increases firing and reload speed in this. I love this cage out from the Cypher too. It's gonna give him a lot of space up in, allow him to go heaven, and then catch out Rice's catches off Bieber. That's huge, and now there's just 1 player left on the A site. Burnt Nugget is alone here with a lot on his plate. Let's see if he can clean up, and oh, he forces Rita to turn around with that turret. Well played now, just behind the screen, trying to dodge. He's just a pin here with bowling balls flying at him. Oh, they decide to stop shooting. Oh, the timing is gonna be crazy, and Riceless picks it up, just not looking at the right angle. And now the spike is going down. 3 players in for the retake, and the Reds coming out as well. 3v5 here as Notorious is trying to take back over this site.
And Notorious just kind of leaving Burnt Nugget out to dry there. They're really slow on the rotate. I'm not sure what they were thinking. Maybe they were afraid of Heaven presence there, Dan.
And they're just cleaning up, trying to get towards the spike, but they can't get anywhere near it. Now 2 rounds in a row for the attackers, and I mean, the defense still has money to buy in, but it's a little bit wonky. They're gonna have to drop over, and this is gonna be their last, maybe their last buy round of the half if they don't win this round.
It looks like they'll just be able to afford a full buy, but if they lose this, they're gonna be in deep trouble, Dan.
Yeah, they'll have to save for. Wait, so this would be round 5. Yeah, it's gonna be cutting it close, and a great effort here, and this is a big round for both sides. If they can reset the economy, it's gonna be huge. And what is that lineup? Oh, it is not quite gonna work out anyways, though. Cairo, man, this aggression on the A side, they just take it to him right away. Again, Burnt Nugget trying to slow it down, but they just run through the Nano Swarm. 2 players on site already, and they have control of Heaven. in the site area. Cairo is just waiting, gonna meet up with Pain as well. And their backs are turned to a player as he gets burnt. Nugget, the only player holding the site area. Do they know Rio's up here? And no, Rio does take one out. Now only 3 players left alive for the defense. This retake is looking hard by the second as they have to push back in. This Cloudburst gonna buy him more time, but Pain ends up getting dinked through the smoke as well. Kazi maybe gonna be the one to pick it up. This is the linchpin here. If he can get anything, but no, Wobbly Ant takes him down. Cairo gonna work his way in, and Appa cleans up 2 with them lined up, shooting right through each other. 5 rounds now for the defense. Or
last round in the half.
Well played from Predators there, and while their A executes haven't always been successful, one concept that has been really good is I really love that Brim Smoke Heaven, and the Rio is just instantly updrafting, dashing into that smoke and taking so much space, and he's doing a good job playing around that, making them nervous, allowing his team to get onto site cleanly.
Oh man, Mark, did you look at the scoreboard? Did you look yet?
What am I looking at?
There are 3 judges out for the defense.
Oh my.
Oh boy, we'll see if it's gonna pull it out. Yeah, just
We're
again.
in silver now, boys.
Oh, and Cairo is sneaking around, gonna be able to upgrade as well. Actually, that's huge. But Papa with the kill through the smoke, and Rio all over this site. Again, they've just taken control right away, and the judge is so hard for the retake. They can't pick the exact angles they want in the orbital strike to kill the lockdown. That's huge as Rio picks up one more. Oh my god, we might have a tied up half here. It is a 3v3. The judge is in. Justin Bieber trying to close the distance with the judge. Can he get him? No. Rio with the Bladestorm is going to finish him off. Pain trying to come in and help him out. Gonna get a heal off. Gets one more kill. Now it is just a Sage locked in. No, they pick up that round. I thought it was impossible, but a 7-5 half. Notorious cleaning it up. A great retake by them.
That was really well played, and they're gonna res for the fun of it, I guess. I mean, this is the final round.
For the stats.
It's for the stats, the assist stats. But man, I was just about to say maybe Justin Bieber had watched one too many Raze videos online, double blast packing in with the judge like that. But the space he created by doing that, allowing Pain to come in, and they played off each other so well there, and it ended up winning the round for them. So
that round gave me goosebumps. That was awesome. I spit on my monitor as I was yelling about how exciting that was. That's kind of embarrassing though. But anyways, we are in the second half.
When you're not excited, Dan.
Pistol round, switching sides, all of that stuff. New mentality. What every caster says every time the sides switch. And it will be the walls dropping down as the action's about to begin. Now this wall is a little bit better on the pistol. It's gone.
It's not good, Dan. It's never good.
All right, but Riceless, oh man, I like that attempt on the Nano Storm, but Riceless seems ready for it. He has a one-way setup as well. This guy knows his stuff. Gonna be able to spot out Pain's toes, but they can see us as well. And he gets down on 12 HP. That's huge because he can get a Sage from his team, or get a heal from his teammate Sage. Now they're starting to work their way in. They could get the spike down. They are at a player disadvantage here, working their way in. The Viper Wall giving them just enough time and forcing the players not to push through as you do take damage for it from that decay. Now spraying in with the bullets is Justin Bieber trying to pick up anyone. It's going to be a bit of chaos as 5 players have to retake. Now they do manage to take out Bieber as well, blocking off that backside area. They're trying to hide behind the Sage Wall, but it's just not quite working out for him as they are just dropping like flies, but it is back into a 2v2. And just one player left. It's just Cairo, and the spike gets defused just like that and can't pick up either of those kills. Appa finish him off 7-6 now as, not Notorious, but Predators take the pistol round in the second half.
Really well played by Predators. Riceless gets that early kill off the one-way, as we know he's so good with the utility placement. Then he just instantly backs off, lets his teammate congregate around the Viper Wall. They let them get the plant, and they come onto site, takes fights together, block off angles with the jet smokes. Just really, really well played from Predators there.
Yeah, and that was, they had the advantage coming in there, and it was a great play to close it down. And I'm so excited to see what Riceless does. It's just gonna make me want to learn Cypher again. They're gonna wait on the wall. They're gonna use it late, and Appa picking up 2 with that Bulldog. That Bulldog is so good, and with the right click. Oh my goodness, that should not work from that range. How did he do that?
And you know, Dan, that wall I don't mind because you have the placement from ropes there, and you know, he used it as a blocker basically to save Appa from having to take a fight off the contact when he got the picks. and allowed him to back off. So I think that's okay.
But here it is. They're going to run right into Rio's judge. And don't shoot that. Wait for the guy closer. And that's exactly what he does. And tries to pull out the classic, but it's not quite in time. And Wombling Ant will finish it off. 3 players living there. They pick up the Bulldog, which is huge. That gun, it will persist into the next round and still be as powerful as it was in the last.
Apparently chat is saying that I should make some cool "Where Are You Now" Justin Bieber jokes. And
I wonder who Pebble Rocks could be. I wonder who we know whose name is Pebble.
I'm just gonna say I actually did not know the titles of any other Justin Bieber songs other than "Baby."
Mark showing that he is a cultured man, up to date with what's going on into the pop music world. And if it isn't Kirby dubstep, he might not recognize it. And Rio gonna take the judge to him right away, and poof, one flying by and gets dropped right off the rip by Cairo. Just forcing his way in, using that Leer, but Appa straight through the Leer is gonna jump into his own molly. Oh my god, what a madman as Essie picks up a kill with the buggy as well. While Blanett gets pain while he's looking the other way, and it's a 3v2 now. The weapon advantage is still for the attackers as they have a Phantom and a Vandal on the site. And they can get the spike planted, start ticking down that timer, forcing the retake into the defense.
And not a great peek from Payne there, Dan, I don't think. He was trying to grab aggressive and give him the presence there because I don't think they had a smoke for the site heaven, but didn't quite work out for him. They're still gonna get the playing, but it's gonna be a 3v2.
Yeah, they're just trapped in this elbow area still. A bit of utility to work with, but what matters, Wombling Ant picks up one and just get Kazi trapped from both sides here, absolutely surrounded. And here it is, Predators not stabilizing, but picking up their 3rd of the half as Notorious is struggling a bit on their attacking side.
Yeah, they've looked a little lost, Dan. I think that's partially credit to Predators. I think the utility usage has been great. They've been good at switching up their angles, taking aggressive peeks where it's necessary, and backing off sites once they get picks. They've been really, really solid so far. I'd like to see an adjustment from Notorious. Maybe play a little more default, play the info, try and play around their utility a little more. We'll see what they do, though.
Did you see in chat? Oh, I thought he was gonna be like, Brim, why'd you run into your own molly? I thought it was a great play by Appa. You never know when you make it all the way through, catch a bunch of players off guard as an absolute madman. But he did pick up those kills.
What was he gonna do?
Hey, he picked up a 2K through the Reina Leer, just feeling in his bones exactly where those players are. And now it is going to be Rio with that Blade Storm, but Essie's going to be the one to take first contact, and it's not quick enough as Cairo hits him with the old run and gun. Rio, a little bit of damage, but only 3 knives left, and head taken off by Cairo. The hero rifle getting put to work here is... Oh, someone did kill the tripwire for him. Oh, God, I thought he was still stuck because of the spy cam dart. Riso is trying to lock down the site by himself. A great nade to force the player out of heaven. Could he catch him off guard? No, Burnt Nugget with a great headshot there. And Appa here has a lot of work to do. Does manage to get one. Such low HP on Justin Bieber, but the spike is planted a 4-on-2 now. As Justin Bieber is able to reposition, and they pick him up as he tries to escape once again. 3v2, but they were able to pick up rifles. The attacker lockdown will make it much harder for the defense to push in as they don't want to lose those weapons. Wombling Ant is going to go ahead and pick up Payne. They're going to tap here, but they can't get to the lockdown. It's too far away, and the lineup from Kazi. Oh, let's see if it's good. No one's attained. It bought them a little bit more time, and it's going to come down to the lineup at this point. Oh, did he do it soon enough? With the poison cloud on the spike as well. Oh, and he goes down, but can he finish it off? Can he stick it? Yes, the snake bite has gone away, and he's got plenty of time to defuse this. 9 rounds on the board now for the defensive side.
And they had the Killjoy mollies down there, so I think there's a little bit off with the timing. They probably could have stalled out enough if they'd let the Killjoy mollies gone and then saved the Viper molly. But, you know, aside from that, some mind-boggling peaks from Notorious there. Just the repositioning from Justin Bieber across the sight line of Appa, and again with Payne, Wombling Ant, getting the Sages confused, doing the same thing, just going across the sight line, trying to reposition into hell, just getting picked off. If they just held their ground, waited for the people to come in their crosshairs, they might have been able to squeeze out that round, but instead, they don't.
Now, it was a thrifty for them. Some good damage to the other side. I actually didn't see how Kazi died. I totally missed that, but that might be a conversation for a later time. as, ooh, the combination of the slow orb and the molly is huge. And Garage, 2 kills traded both ways. That is going to be an advantage to the attacker, having one less player to block angles. And wow, for a second there, I thought Justin Bieber was on the other team, and he just had 2 people with his backs turned to him. But alas, that's not the case. As the rotate is looking like it's going towards the B site, and the res is there as well. Just 1 player left on A, and that's exactly where the spike is heading.
And I like this adjustment because, as I said in the last map, Dan, that Predators has been getting a lot of success by knowing that Notorious groups up and executes really quickly. So they've been doing full rotates off picks. So now Notorious is going to be able to maybe, well, they're going to walk into an op. But I like the idea.
Oh my god, just barely surviving that first shot. And they're scared to push in any further as Wombly will pick up Cairo. And they're trying to wrap around through this heaven area, but it might not work out for them. They're just trapped at this point. They're so scared of the operator on Rio. Looks like they want to rotate back out, as it is Burnt Nugget on the entire other side of the map. Oh my god, he has to hear these footsteps. He's gonna take the fight to him right away, and does get one. That's good, and backs off. Smart play there. Not trying to bite off more than he can chew. Can only fit so many of those hot nuggets in his mouth, but there is not gonna be time for them to get the spike down as the clock is ticking down, and that's going to be it. 10 rounds now for the defense. Predators looking solid here on Notorious's map pick.
And Notorious just looking a little lost, rotating late. And I thought they had something there, Dan, when they switched it up. They played up, got contact on B. Predators full rotated towards B. And then Notorious played towards A, but they played too slow. They didn't have the smokes to block off the op. And then they got scared and backed off and didn't leave themselves not enough time to rotate back. And I think they're close. I think they're close, Dan. They have the right idea. They just need to be a little more confident, a little more aggressive with their rotates and their contact.
Yeah, we will see as they look like they want to take a more aggressive round towards the A side here. And Riceless, another god camera, gonna spot out these players as he knows exactly what's coming to him. And the op as well. They do get the poison cloud in the way this time. That's what they were missing last round with that smoke. And the spray is good for Riceless, but can he get one more? Justin Bieber, no, flying onto the site. Does manage to take him out. 3 players left alive, and that will be the Viper's pit as well. But the spike, Mark, the spike is knocked down in hell, and the defense is just crowding around it. Oh my goodness, how are they gonna be able to get back in and get this bomb to plant it?
Typically, Dan, you need the bomb to plant the bomb.
That does help,
and they have seemed to have overlooked this. Oh, and Payne is just going to run out there like a madman. He's going to trade one out, but it's going to be down to a 1v3 for Justin Bieber. Where are you now, Justin Bieber?
Nice. A good one. That's a reference to the Justin Bieber music, isn't it?
I think so.
It could be, and it is just
Twitch chat user Pebble Rocks, what say you?
Yeah, at Pebble Rocks in chat. You still there? Yeah, Justin Bieber, I mean, there's a lot of time on the clock. He's going to try to isolate some 1v1s here.
30 seconds
But,
left.
I mean, this seems so hard for him to win. This is such an awkward position. You know, how often are you the only attacker left alive in the middle of the site and you have to go fetch the bomb that's in the hands of the defense? And looks like he's trying to inch a little bit closer, but these crossfires are going to be too much to bear, I think. It would have to be a heroic play, and Rio, the timing to come back out and pick up that kill with the operator, absolutely huge there for the defensive side.
And Justin Bieber had no utility, no way to isolate those fights from that position, Dan. It was just hopeless.
Yeah, and I think this is one of the issues with running Viper as your only controller on this map. If you don't have a lineup to block off the CT area, there's that screens area. It's so hard to block that angle because the toxic screen is great for cutting off the rest. But if you have an Omen, if you have an Asher, if you have a Brimstone, you can drop a smoke right there, and that allows you so much more space to get onto the site. But Rio switching it up, dashing the wrong way. I bet he's glad he ran into that wall instead of going out into the open. And they're gonna melt through that ice orb again. And Rio, ooh, knocked down to 57 HP. Just barely escapes that boom bot, and Wombly Ant slowing him down just a little bit longer with those slow orbs, but they're just stacking up on the other side of this ice walls. Appa on the flank here. They have no idea. Oh my god, he picks up one. Oh no. Oh, that was so close, but still huge to pick up that one kill. And Burnt Nugget, though, gonna give them the advantage here. 4v3 now as they're all just stacked up in mid. And this is interesting. They wall that up, but 2 players are right on the other side. Rio with the operator from close range. Ezzy as well.
One enemy remaining.
It's a 1v1.
Last player standing.
Oh my goodness, how did that happen so fast? Kazi left with just 46 HP up against Riceless. Now, Riceless, Oh man, another sneaky cam, and is Kazi gonna rotate around to B? Is he gonna walk it there? Oh god, pull out your gun, Kazi. You could catch him off guard. Oh god, the timing here is gonna be crazy. Are they both ready for it? And Kazi is 7 HP and he lands the headshot. The attackers picking up their first round of the half. That is their first round since the defensive side.
What was that round, Dan? What happened? Let's see. Rio missed 2 op shots from ropes. Oppo rotated full around while Notorious was fully bunched up in mid. Got 1, missed the sprays. Then they tried to wall boost themselves into B heaven when there was 2 in ropes. Did I recap that all right? That was very confusing.
I don't remember even. Things happened in that round for sure, and the attacker side won. Finally able to put a stop, but they, I mean, look, they won, and they hardly have a buy here as well, as only 1 player was left alive. I like the combo slow orb with the paint shells and the killjoy. Gonna use the lockdown as well as Justin Bieber flying into his own slow orb, and the lockdown will clear them off the site. It does get destroyed in the end by the orbital strike, but it did its job. It was able to push the defense back and give them control, allow the spike plant to go down, and it's a 5v4. Attackers with the advantage for the first time in a long time here as Appa gonna jump into hell. Working his way onto the site is Essie. They're so close. Right on the other side of Toxic Screen, and 2 kills go the way of the defenders, and just like that, they're back with the advantage. Now Essie, with that operator on Reyna, is not the best retake weapon. We'll see if they can make it work, and they're just knocking them all down. It's just 1 player left, Justin Bieber. Oh, the timing, it was so close, but he manages to get the defuse off just like that. Map point again for the defense, and also, I mean, can't knock a great right click there by Justin Bieber.
And wow, and you know what they say about pros, Dan?
Oh, they don't fake.
They don't fake.
That's
for sure. They don't fake at all. Now, that was really well played retake by Predators, especially by Appa there. The really aggressive push through the smoke to get that pick was crucial for the turnaround. And then just the presence of mind to stick that bomb when he knows Notorious has been playing off bomb very aggressively this entire game. They got a bomb defuse in map 1 doing the same thing, Dan, taking an aggressive stick.
That's true. Yeah, and just like, oh my god, aggression coming out of Predators right away, and not ready for Cairo around the corner, and he's gonna be able to upgrade. Oh god, okay, yeah. He's gonna push in all on his own. Cairo trying to take this fight as it could. Off angle did have the crosshair placement for it, but Essie took him down in the end. That Vandal headshot, well played there. Back into a 4v4.
And I'm not sure what Oppo was thinking there, but good from Essie to trade that back. A really nice shot.
Yep.
Whatever was going through his head there was probably the same thing that was going through his head when he ran through that molly earlier, Dan.
It looks like they might try to get the res out, but Rio is gonna go ahead and use. Oh my god, he almost. That would have been huge. The updraft Blade Storm knocked down the res player. That could have put it into an absolute round win, but for Nugget on a huge flank, picks it up. So sneaky to take over this space. That is huge for them. Now leaving the turret there as well, but right on the other side, they are going to start pushing into heaven. Payne leading the charge with Cairo, and oh, the wall goes up.
30 seconds left.
Oh, interesting. I thought for a second he was going to try to push it and maybe catch it out, and he did end up pushing a second later. A spike is planted. Where did they plant it? Oh, behind that box there. Priceless on the other side. Now he knows what's there, but he gets his block knocked down, and Wobbly Net will pick up one of his own. Is right on the other side of this wall. Are 2 players, and they end up trading back into a 2v2. Both players on site for the attacking side. Oh, but we'll drop down the timing. No, Intensity just left alone and can't pick it up. And I mean, I'm no expert, but I think that means this is going to be a 13-8 win here for. Wow, I blanked on the name, but for Predators, 13-8, taking away Notorious's map. Absolutely huge performance by them.
And what a game, Dan. Just, they were keeping it entertaining for us. And I feel bad for Rio there. It felt like he had positioning on a lot of that. He was taking a lot of good, smart peeks, taking good plays, and he was just whiffing shots a lot of the time.
That
and
was.
I think and I mean, they won the game anyway, but they're going to be even more dominant if Rio can focus in, start hitting those op shots. They're going to be very, very dangerous, hard to beat. And again, with Notorious, I think it's the same story from the last map, Dan. I think that they play together in groups. They hit together. They don't default that often. Predators is using that information to their advantage by rotating very, very aggressively. which usually they've been very good in other games that I've watched them play about not over-rotating, but they're using that information that they know that Notorious is doing these group executes to take these aggressive rotates and meet them on site.
Yeah, and a strong performance there by Predators as they take away Notorious's map pick. And that means we could just be one map away. Is picking up the $100 prize for this grand finals. And we'll be back in 5 minutes for our next map, Bind.